been on a mission lately, trying to forget you like we've never met before. It may take me another life to realize, baby, that you are just the lesson that I wish I never learned. I body by myself, I body by myself.
To get started, I'm taking the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil. I'm just going to be using this to fill in and define my brows. I want them to be a little bit more bold and dark today just because the makeup is going to be a little bit more on the crazy side. And then to set everything in place, I'm just taking the Gimme Brow Volumizing Fiber Gel and brushing that through my brows. Now taking the Milk Matcha Toner, I'm just going to be rubbing this all over my face. When I use this, I notice my makeup applies so much better and my pores look so much smaller. It's great for travel and I love the way that this smells. With the Milk Blur Stick, I'm going to apply this all over my face just to cover up any of my pores, fine lines, and any imperfections, and it just makes me really look super airbrushed. And then with the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation, I'm going to be taking a large Tarte fluffy brush and just blending this all into my skin, just to kind of give us a nice base for the crazy makeup we're going to do on top of it. With Tarte Shape Tape, I'm going to go ahead and apply this under my eyes, on the bridge of my nose, and any place that I really want to highlight and conceal. I'm just going to blend everything out with a damp beauty blender. And now taking a little bit of loose setting powder and a large fluffy brush, I'm just going to lightly dust everything to set all of my makeup in place. To warm up my face, I'm just taking the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette and adding this to the hollows of my cheeks and the perimeter of my face just to warm everything up. I'm also going to apply a little bit on the bridge of my nose and around my temples as well. To really give our skin that mermaid look, I'm taking the Mars holographic sticks in the colors Mars and Supernova and applying these on the apples of my cheeks and the high points of my cheeks. This really gave me that mermaid look, like it made me look very iridescent and really shiny like mermaid scales do. It was really, really pretty, and these blend out so, so nicely. Taking a light taupe shade, I'm just going to be buffing this all over the lid and the crease just to create a nice transition color for the shades that we're going to lay down on top of it. With the Urban Decay Full Spectrum palette, I'm taking the color Gossip, which is that really gorgeous hot pink. I'm going to be buffing this right into my crease, as well as in the corner of my eye and on the lower lash line as well. This is going to kind of be the transition shade that transitions into all the other colors that we're going to lay down for this mermaid look. And I'm just going to kind of build this up until I like the way that it looks on both sides, kind of making almost like a hollow ring around both of the eyes on the tops and the bottoms. Taking the color Amethyst from the Huda Beauty palette, I'm going to go ahead and take this and apply it right in my crease with a small tapered blending brush. I'm just going to buff this back and forth in windshield wiper motions, going all the way from the inner corner to the outer corner. And I'm just going to slowly build this up until I like the way that it looks. I really want it to blend seamlessly into both the top part of the eye and as also the lid, because we're going to lay down a couple more colors as well on top of this. With the color Delirious, this is a really gorgeous deep purple color. I'm just buffing this into the outer corner of the eye, bringing it slightly down onto the lid, but mainly focusing in that deep corner to make it really look deep, and I really want that dark, gorgeous, kind of smoky eye look with this purple. With a NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the color Black Bean, I'm just going to apply this in the very center of my lids to help make the jewel tones that we're going to apply on top of it pop and really make it look mermaidy. And now dipping into the Urban Decay Spectrum palette, I'm going to be taking the color Deep End, which is that gorgeous, gorgeous teal color, and laying this down right on top of that black that we just applied. And then after that, we're going to take a small fluffy brush with a little bit of Deep End on the edge of it and buff everything together to kind of blend it all out. Now applying a tiny bit of that black on the lower lash line, I'm just going to lay down a little bit more of that Deep End color right on top of this, and then take a little brush to blend it all out. Right after that, I'm going to take another fluffy brush with a little bit of the purple shades on it and blend that right into the edges of the teal to make everything kind of run seamlessly together. For the scales, you're going to want some type of fishnet. I'm going to be using this fishnet bald cap. You can also use a fishnet stocking, and I'm just going to put this right over my face. And guys, I know this looks super crazy and really creepy, but I promise it's going to look amazing. Now taking an aqua cream color, I'm using my Mayron palette, but you guys can use any cream color that you have, and a damp beauty blender. I'm just applying this right through the fishnets. And what I'm doing is just kind of dabbing it into the hollows of my cheeks and the high points of my temples and around the perimeter of my forehead as well. I'm going to layer this with a few different colors, so you want to go very, very sparingly and make sure not to move the net as you're kind of pouncing your beauty blender around. It's going to create those nice fine lines in between your scales and really make them pop. And to add more dimension to the scales, I'm just taking a few different shades of blue and aqua cream colors and applying these different places all over the scales that we just laid down. This is just going to make them look more dimensional and much more like realistic mermaid scales. Then using a sparkly blue eyeshadow, this one is Pegasus by Makeup Geek. I'm just going to be taking a fluffy brush and dabbing this right over all that cream color to set everything in place and make the scales more shimmery. Then you just want to very carefully take the net right off, making sure not to smear it around, and this is the final result. For lashes, you guys already know the drill. These are the Noir Fairy Lights by House of Lashes, my holy grail. They're very wispy, very fluffy, and I thought that they would be just perfect for this mermaid look. So I'm just applying a little bit of lash glue and applying these right on my lash line. With the Artist Couture Diamond Glow Powder, I'm just going to go ahead and take this in a small fluffy brush and apply this right all over my mermaid scales. This really made them look a lot more iridescent and just so pretty. Like, the glow that this gave them was out of this world. Now to really add some mermaid sparkle, and because you guys know I love glitter, I'm taking some Michael's Craft glitters in a couple different shades and a small pointed brush. I'm just dipping this in my Mayron mixing liquid and then dipping it right into the glitter and applying it on every few scales. You don't have to do every single one, just every few is perfect. And by creating this with more than one shade of glitter, it really made it pop and it just brought the entire look together. The glitter really like pulled this through and just made it look that much more special. And then I'm just taking some self-adhesive rhinestones that I also got from Michael's and applying these in little clusters and sparingly all over my face. Some of them I'll place individually, and then a few of them I kind of clustered together. I just thought it looked really neat. It almost made it look like some more like dimensional type scales, if you will. And then I found these really cute baby starfish on Amazon, and I'm just applying a little bit of lash glue to the back of them and placing them in a few different places on my face. I'm going to place a few of them as singles, and then a couple of them I'm going to cluster together. I just thought these were so adorable and really brought the look together. I also took a few of these baby starfish along with some other shells, and then using a hot glue gun and the bobby pins that I already had, I just hot glued them to the ends and then placed them all throughout my hair. And here you have it. This is the final look. This is my mermaid fantasy tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. As always, thank you guys so much for your support, and I will talk to you next time. Bye!
I've been on a mission lately, trying to forget you like we're